What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Build Your Own House project. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and it's your first time here, this is the Build Your Own House project, and it will look something similar to that when it is done. We're taking you through step by step what it takes to build a house from the beginning, all the way from house design to permitting, all the way up through construction and until we have certificate of occupancy. And today we're gonna just do a site update, show you guys where we're at. Last time we saw you, we said we'd be stocking drywall, and we'd give you a walkthrough to show you kind of how we stock drywall. Well, their plan was to stock Thursday and start hanging Monday, which is tomorrow, but they stocked Thursday and started hanging Thursday, so it's gonna look a little bit different than we had anticipated showing you. But before we jump in, I wanna show you guys one thing we do on the outside of the house that seems, I don't know, petty, but it makes a difference. You'll see we have bright pink paint where there's going to be stone, right? So we have stone, stone, stone. I promise you it says stone around the corner there. Stone, stone, cedar. And then everywhere else, we won't mark because that's going to be our just regular siding. So we just want to call out, even though it's on the blueprints, we want to call out on the house where each different material goes. And speaking of siding, Boss Lady is holding down our lovely Color Fusion LP Smart Side, supplied by, I think Luberman's is the distributor for it, but it's actually purchased through our local lumber yard. And then we have some more of it over there. Normally, if you've seen LP before, it's in a white package with blue lettering that says LP, Smart Side, all that. The reason this is different is because I'm picky, and the colors they have for the expert finish were just a hair off what I wanted. And this is kind of a glimpse of what the color looks like on camera. It probably looks black, but it's a gray. It's a specific Sherwin-Williams color. Iron ore? Maybe iron ore. Who knows? We're goofy. It's Sunday. It's been a long weekend followed up by a long week. But yeah, let's take a walk through, and I'm gonna tell you before we go in here, the house is trashed, and it is always trashed during drywall hanging. And what I will say is the second they are done hanging drywall, they start cleaning, and before they leave that day, this house will be cleaner than what we handed it to them. They've got to be the best subs we have for cleaning up when they're done. But you're gonna see there's a lot of cut drywall and dust in the ground right now. They'll be done in probably 4 or 5 days, and then we'll take you guys through and show you what we're talking about when I tell you they do a great job cleaning up. But we are in the garage, and you will see, even though that they just stocked on Thursday afternoon and started hanging Thursday, they move quick, right? So this is what we're talking about. We got cutoffs kind of all over the place. They will bring their own dumpster. It's just not here yet. They bring their dumpster and they load all their cutoffs into it, and they haul off their debris, which is awesome. The people who stock the drywall are not the same people, and it's not the same company that actually hangs our drywall. Our drywall company that we have hang it, they contract to a local supply house who delivers it, and they stock the house with it. And we're kind of particular how we want our drywall stocked. The same company has stocked our houses for the last 3 projects. So they've kind of gotten to know us, and they've kind of gotten to know what we want. So you will see that we have the bulk of our drywall down here on this exterior wall. And there's 2 reasons for this. Number 1, that is running perpendicular to our floor joist, right? Because our floor joists are this way, right? They're running this way. So we want that load put across as many floor joists as we can. And on the exterior wall, you're right at the end of the joist where it has a load support below it. So least likely to deflect. And you're probably wondering, why'd you lean it on your windows? It is not leaned on the windows. We do not have pre-finished jam extensions on these, so it is leaning on the studs. If you use windows with pre-finished jam extensions, they're gonna protrude out from the wall. Do not let them stock drywall and lean it against your jam extensions, right? Because your jam extensions would be coming out here. It would lean on there, damage to your jam extensions, and you could damage your windows that way. We've been in a house that was stocked that way. Bad idea. And that's not to say that you can't stock on the outside wall. You just need to slide a board, right? You can even just tack a board, or they could tack a 2 pieces of drywall. You know, they bring like these little cleats in. I was not here when they stocked it, but had I been here, those would not be on those cleats, because you probably know exactly what I'm about to say. Where is your load when they're sitting on these 2 cleats? So now all the way to that is sitting on that and that, which is not how we want that. So we'll have to be a little bit more clear in the future. Is it gonna damage anything? 99% no, because almost every house I have been in that has been stocked, there is no rhyme or reason to how they do it, but I'm not super happy about that right now. I told you guys up front, man, I will be transparent with you. When we find an issue with something we did, we're gonna call it out and tell you guys how we're gonna fix it. But not gonna be there a long time. They're gonna get hung, and we'll just take a learning lesson from it. As we come into the entryway here, you'll see that we have some drywall coming down, and that's because they have the ceiling done upstairs. So you do your ceilings first, and then you do your walls up to the ceiling. So as you run the drywall up the wall and you die it into the ceiling, right? It's just another lip that the ceiling drywall can sit on, adds a tiny bit of support and less likely to crack in those corners. Don't mind me ducking, going around here. We come upstairs, again, the mess, we've already talked about it, that will all be cleaned up. But all the ceilings start to look so much taller once you have drywall in. Sometimes people ask us, do the houses look bigger when they're just open walls and framing, or do they look bigger once they're in drywall? To us, they always look bigger once they are in drywall. For some reason, every house we built just seems to really balloon in size once everything's hung. So, right, same thing, ceiling's done first. Now they're working their way down in here, and all the ceilings in the hallway are done, and they've got this all the walls done in here. Ceiling's done, coming down the walls. And again, they just stocked this place on Thursday. So when I tell you guys they only have a few more days here on site until they're done hanging, it's because they scoot, man. They are fast. I'm always impressed at how quick the drywall guys can come in and hang. Now, mud and tape, different story. You know, that's usually a 2 to 3 week process, not a 4 to 5 day process. So yeah, ceiling's all done through the whole master suite, all the way down through the bedroom and the closet into the bathroom. And they will be hanging the walls tomorrow. And you probably see there's this different color board. Why is that yellow and that's white? Why is this stuff green and everything else over there was white? Well, green is to go in areas like bathrooms that are subject to moisture, right? It helps resist mold and trapping moisture more than regular drywall does. And then this gray stuff, which this is the one that had the yellow on the back. This goes in the shower where you plan on hanging your tile. It's more of a cement type board. If you're using something like the Curdy board system for your showers, then you do not need to install this. You can just install the Curdy board in the shower instead of having the cement backer. So we'll still do a Schluter floor in the shower and then waterproof the walls down to the Schluter, and then we'll hang our tile off of that. That cement board works good too if you're doing like a really heavy stone or a really heavy tile like on a fireplace wall. It holds better than this regular paper stuck to regular drywall. Just doesn't have as much strength to it to hold from pulling off as that cement board does. So that is our update for this trip. The next time we bring you guys through, drywall is going to be done everywhere. Oh yeah, we added a couple pieces of blocking for a TV mount. That way if somebody goes to mount a TV on this wall, they've already got it. I got one more piece to add there. I ran out of 2x12s. Thought I only needed 2 when I left the house this morning. I've got a bunch of cuts that I cut offs that I keep in the barn. I just got to bring another one tomorrow. That way you're not having to find studs to mount your TV. So as always, guys, we appreciate you watching these. We hope you're getting some value out of them. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and do us a huge favor, subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you on the next one.